It has light, it's radiant, but it is deadly. Hey, it's Jasmine here. So, in today's video, we're going to talk about your radiance and doing things that help brighten your life. So, engaging in low vibe activities sends your power away. Look at it like this: consider a light bulb. The higher in watts it is, the brighter the light is. We want our own personal inner light to be as vibrant, as bright, as luminescent as we can be. So let's get into 7 ways that you can tap back into your radiance and stop selling yourself short in life. Some of the ways that we sell ourselves short in life is by engaging in activities that send our power away. Our low vibe creates friction in our relationships. People don't want to hang with us, or we just feel down about ourselves and our circumstances. So let's get into it. Number 1, practice self-responsibility. It is up to us to hold ourselves accountable for our desired outcomes, regardless of circumstances that are at hand. That ultimately leads us to feeling empowered as well as fulfilling the things we set out to achieve. Thinking that way doesn't leave much room for victim mindset, because instead of being at the effect of life, we're at the cause of life. Taking control is another way to put that. So being in control, knowing that regardless of other things that happen, I'm still going to try and make sure that this happens. When we choose to press forward despite the things that happen to us, it reminds us that we do have belief in ourselves about the amount of control we do have in a circumstance. There's a really great quote that defines this, or talks about this a little more clearly, and it states, "You may not be responsible for the situation you are in, but you are responsible for getting yourself out of it," by Anonymous. And so again, instead of worrying so much about the things that have happened to us, come to the side where you still choose to press forward and know that you do have the belief within yourself that this outcome is still attainable despite everything that happened. Number 2, lean into your relationship with God. When we feel worry come upon us, that is a great time for us to choose worship. And so that can look like playing some of your gospel music, saying a prayer, calling one of your prayer warrior friends and asking them to be in agreement with you. Yeah, just a plethora of things, just writing a letter to God, however you choose to worship Him, even when the circumstance does cause for you to be a little worried. You don't have to remain in that mindset. So when we choose to focus on God and know that He is more than capable, His light is able to shine on us and through us. Consider here how some objects, when they come in contact with sunlight, they then start to glow. That is what it's like when you choose to be in time with God, allowing His light to come on you, and then your own inner glow and radiance starts to be brighter. Your situation feels lighter because you chose to let some of that go. Number 3, recommitting to letting your heart lead. I know for me, this can be one that gets me, just because I like to be in control of everything. And so even if I personally, may feel tired from all the work I did the day before, I will press through that work and just numb all of those feelings and emotions out and be like, I got to get through this. And so it's nice, to have people around us who remind us, like, you can stay in your body, you can honor your feelings and the way that your body feels, that state that you're in, and not continue to push so hard. So by committing to be in your feelings and honor your body, you allow for your own radiance and light to continue to shine. When we are super rigid like that, it's not any fun. I mean, we're trying to control everything. We can't really be authentic. We can't take the adventures that are upon us, in front of us, because of that. And so emotional intelligence is defined as the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions, as well as the emotions of others around you. And so how else can you understand the emotions of others around you if you aren't aware of your own? So a few ways that you can recommit to your feelings and being in your body. 1, use I statements, I feel statements. 2, when you make decisions, check in with your body to see how that decision made you feel. And 3, know that it is okay if when you make a choice or a decision, in that moment you may not feel joy and contentment, but it could still be the right choice, knowing that down the line, in the long term, this choice or decision is still going to present joy and contentness for you. And so that way, the discomfort that you may feel from something, knowing that it still allows for you to stay in your body through feelings that you may not necessarily like as much, for ones that are going to come later. All right, number 4, use your self-assertiveness. Did you know that authentic and author have the same root word, which means authority or leader? So when you are creating your life story, you get to be the author of it. You get to have the authority to make the decisions that lead you in a way that honors your true self. Here is where you get to be the author or leader of your story. You have authority over yourself to act in a way that clearly outlines your stance, i.e., your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs on subjects confidently. Number 5, trust first. And I just got a nice reminder of this one. A lack of trust within relationships can be a burden and dims one life. That's often because it's heavy and it brings on unnecessary stress. So here are some ways to navigate trust. Start with an open mind, use discernment when navigating relations, and have open and honest conversation. We have 2 more tips to go, and so now is a wonderful opportunity to hit the subscribe button for more content like this. With that, number 6, be sensitive to others' emotions. This means actively listening to others' feedback about your behavior, especially regarding how they perceive your treatment of them. So it's one thing to say to someone, yes, your feelings are valid, but it's another thing to probe and ask more questions to understand where they are coming from when they're giving you that feedback. Because saying yes, your feelings are valid, that can put up a wall between hearing what they're really saying and then you and them talking about an action plan to move past that behavior. Right. So to keep with our light analogy that we've been talking about throughout this video, consider a bug zapper. It has light, it's radiant, but it is deadly. And so I want you to, shine your light, but not in a way that it is going to harm those you care about. So embrace having compassion and showing empathy for the people in your life. And lastly, number 7, refrain from complaining. Yes, it may sound simple, but it is still very powerful. Constantly complaining about everything, especially the decisions you've made, dims the light for everyone. So imagine going to a party and everyone is complaining. That party is gonna suck. Imagine that the circumstance is still the same people there, but everyone is choosing to have a good time, choosing to make the best of the situation. The energy in that room is gonna feel so much better, lighter, more enjoyable, that eventually those complaints that you had in your head, you're not even worried. You're not even thinking about those anymore because you're enjoying yourself. Now that's the party that I want to go to. So in other words, I'm assuming we've all heard the statement, misery loves company. Stop inviting misery to the party. Okay? Right now it is a trending topic on TikTok about the girl who's like, when did we stop wearing heels to the club? I'm gonna wear my little chunky heels. You know why? Because I would have a good time. I'm gonna be able to dance all night. Because why would I sit there and complain about my feet hurting when I chose to wear the shoes? So let's not, cut the night short for everyone because you chose to wear shoes that hurt. And with that, oh my gosh, I hope that y'all were able to take away some really great tips. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video on tapping back into your radiance. We're moving away from those activities and patterns that really have, dimmed our light, stopped our light from shining in the most healthy way, And so be sure to like the video, comment below because I want to talk to y'all. In addition to that, share with your best friend. And until next week, Tuesday, with my new video, I will see you then. Be brave, be confident, be joyful. You belong. Bye.